Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ancient Mathoms Progression Series. I'm your host, Onidson,
And I'm Grant Thompson, just along for the ride.
and we are here to face off against the Watcher in the Water, the third quest of the Dwarven Elf cycle. For those of you who are just joining us now, the Ancient Mathoms Progression Series is a progression series designed to go in parallel to the Ancient Mathoms project. We're using the updated cards for that project in a progression card pool. So we've made changes to some of the older cards in the game to try to bring them in line with the power of a modern card pool, and we're playing some of the older quests with these updated cards to see how they run. So,
Yes, doing this pure progression style, so it's as they were released in packs, just as the game creators intended.
absolutely. So, let's talk about our decks. Watcher in the Water is well known for having a large number of swarming tentacle enemies, which have all sorts of nasty effects when you try to attack them. And so my deck is aimed about not trying to attack them. But in particular, trying to deal a bunch of direct damage and kill them all without ever having to deal with those nasty effects.
Yeah, my deck is, well, I don't even know what to say about my deck. It is what it is. We've got some readying with Imrahil when characters leave play. Um, Daedrid's resource smoothing, and we've got Aragorn, which was the new hero for this pack, which we haven't actually touched because he doesn't need it.
No, he's fine the way he is.
Exactly. So, in all honesty, my deck just focuses down on some of the questing elements, taking the enemies that come down and trying to kill them.
Yep. So I think I'm going to keep my opening hand. It's a
Or,
little heavy on the tactics allies, but as long as Theodred's willing to toss a resource my way,
and you've got stand and fight there, so you could always ditch one to pull out one.
it's probably not a bad idea to start with.
Um, but yeah, I shouldn't see a problem with Theodred gaining the passing the resource over. Um, I'm not sure on my opening hand, to be fair. I've got decent acceleration and a few good allies, but I'm not sure is it worth us keeping.
Ooh, that's a tricky call. You've got a little bit of card draw.
Yeah, but it's getting the resources for that, especially if I'm playing um, using Theodred to smooth resources over on your side.
Right.
I've got a lot of low cards that's going to need Aragorn to become the steward.
Yeah, and you haven't found sword that was broken to give him that leadership icon.
Yeah,
Well, what do you think? I think you've got Steward and Celebrian Stone. That's
I think I'm keeping it.
yeah, I think that's kind of pretty decent to start with.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and do quest setup then. They have been removed from play. The Watcher and the Doors of Durin. It's going to get interesting. When revealed, we reveal cards from the encounter deck and add them to the staging area until there are at least X threat in the staging area, where X is twice the number of players in the game.
What happened to discard and add?
They hadn't invented it yet. Okay, card number 1, 3, and we're trying to get up to 4 threat, 4 or more. Okay, 5. That's all right.
When revealed,
Oh, wait.
encounter
Stagnant Creek, we do the when revealed.
Yep.
And there it is, and it is a tentacle, so we add it to the staging area and raise each player's threat by 5.
But because there's more than double threat in the staging area, we do not need to reveal another card.
This is true, so just one card, effectively.
Yeah, one card and 5 threat.
Ugh. Could be worse. Could be last game.
But last game we ended up winning, so
Oh, there's that. Alright. Okay, I'm doing nothing with my opening hand.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 for Steward of Gondor.
Mhm.
Aragorn.
Of course.
Aragorn becomes Steward, although it should be King of Gondor, but never mind. He'll settle for the title of Steward at the minute, and 2 resources are no count because it's Ancient Mathoms, so you can get the resources afterwards. So that's me done.
Alright.
What did you do?
Alright. I'm gonna quest for 6, because Thalen is questing with his attack instead of willpower. And I'm going to wait until after staging to discard to Eowyn. I will be playing Stand and Fight this round, though.
I'll make that 8.
Alright.
Unless you think I should send Imrahil or Aragorn.
Aragorn's got Sentinel. I'd like to leave him up. Imrahil probably wouldn't be awful. That would get us 10 against 5? 10 against 5's not bad, right?
No, it's not bad. And we've always got cards to pitch.
Right. Alright, here's card 1. Black Uruks. This is perfect.
No attachment on a questing character, so...
Alright, and card number 2.
First player must discard 3 resources from each hero.
Of course he does. Well, I'm not playing Stand and Fight this turn.
Maybe you should have remembered about Maybe we should have remembered about that card.
Maybe we should have remembered about that card. I'm gonna discard Horseback Archer.
Okay.
Wait, why would I discard Horseback Archer? We don't want progress on the quest yet. We're currently questing against 7?
Yep, so
we're gonna make 3 progress. I'll discard in the travel phase, because I do want that in my discard pile. Alright. Oh, that didn't get interesting, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Alright, I'll optional the Grasping Tentacle.
And I'll have to take the Black Uruks.
That is unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna block with Frodo. Take that damage as threat.
Okay, and Aragorn will defend Black Uruk.
Okay, nothing.
1 damage.
Well, that'll get interesting quickly.
How would you like some card draw, man?
I would love some card draw.
Campfire deals.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, good.
Right, now the question becomes, do I want a Daughter of the Nimrodel, or do I want a Ravenhill Scout?
I can't remember that there's any direct damage in this quest, so
Daughter of the Nimrodel?
probably go with the healing, yeah.
Because you don't have an attachment in your discard, so playing the Arable Hammersmith doesn't make any sense right now.
Sure.
And then I've got a Grenadier Watcher for the next turn if I don't decide that I need Calabria Stone.
That's fair. I am, again, gonna play nothing and hope to do Stand and Fight. That treachery, without that, I'd have had 2 tactics allies in play, and I'd be able to play this Westward Traveler this turn. Oh well. Looking at this, I think... Go ahead.
Without that treachery, I'd be at 32 threat.
Alright, I'm gonna... Before we do any quest, I'm gonna play Stand and Fight to fetch that Horseback Archer out of my discard pile. Because something tells me you need a little bit of attack to help with those Black Uruks.
Well, I wouldn't say no, but I'm going to send 4 and heal up Aragorn.
Okay, I'll send... Oh, the Black Uruks should have taken a damage from Thalen. Important stuff to remember.
And I'll give Theodore's resource to himself since he's the only one technically committed to the quest at the minute.
Okay, actually, in that case, I'm not gonna use stand and fight on that horseback archer. When I'll quest 6, I'll discard the Gondorian Spearman to Eowyn, and I'll bring it back with stand and fight. Because now we can kill the Black Uruks without doing anything.
True. And I can hopefully defend your grasping tentacle.
Yes.
If nothing comes out.
Right. Alright, so we've got... I have 7 on my side, you have 4, so that's 11 against nothing.
Well, I'm going to retcon slightly, and I'm going to give the Dunedain warning to Frodo at the minute.
Oh, okay.
Aragorn's got a bigger hit pool than Frodo has.
That's true, and with your healing, you can constantly get it back up.
Exactly.
Okay. So we've got 11 against nothing. Okay. Card number 1 is a 2-threat Thrashing Tentacle. And card number 2 is a Warglare.
Which adds a mountain wall.
Wow. Okay. Here's a Mountain Warg. So we've added 5 threats, so we make 6 progress. That's more than enough. And maybe a little too much, honestly, but, you know.
And then both these things are coming down.
If we have to.
Unfortunately, we do.
Alright. How do we want it to go down?
I'll take them. Well, the mountain walks are probably just going to be bouncing back and forth.
Right.
So I can take the mountain walks because Aragorn's got a bigger pool of hit points.
Okay, and I'll take this Thrashing Tentacle.
Yeah.
Actually, on the other hand, if we swap it around, I can always take those wargs undefended and take them on Frodo. And
Nice.
Imrahil is up and ready to attack that Thrashing Tentacle.
True.
So, if you're up for that.
Yep.
Okay. Over here, my Spearman will kill off your Black Uruk before it does anything.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Black Uruk.
Aragorn defends, taking 1 point of damage.
Okay. On this Thrashing Tentacle. Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad to see that card gone.
So am I.
Alright. Frodo will defend my Grasping Tentacle,
Okay.
taking no damage, and I will take that Mountain Warg undefended. Taking 4 damage as threat and returning it to the staging area.
Yep, and Prince Imrahil's going to attack and try and kill off this Thrashing Tentacle.
It is not a tentacle.
So it does.
Oh, wait! But the card has a shadow effect.
Okay, so I put 3 damage on Earth. On Earth, yeah, right.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, something to remind ourselves, that Mountain Warg and that Thrashing Tentacle both should have taken a damage from,
And for some reason, Control N didn't work for me, so I'm up to 38 threat, and...
oh, sorry, dude. Octagon hates us.
What else is new?
True enough.
Ooh, well, that's interesting.
Oh, it is. That's very interesting.
You're first player, so what you doing?
Oh, that is true. I'm gonna play out this horseback archer and an ancient mathom on the active location.
Okay.
If you can send me
I'll send you a favorite
the
resource.
the rain of arrows or a resource with Theodred, I can play rain of arrows during the combat phase and put a bunch of damage on some enemies.
Yep, that was the plan. We don't need quest power, so I am going to play 2 for a Watcher in the Water.
A Dunedain Watcher?
Yeah, she's in the water.
That's fair. We're all in the water at this point.
Now the question is, do we need Lorien's Wealth or a Ravenhill Scout? And I think the question is Lorien's Wealth.
I think so.
Okay, so...
And I think that goes, or that ought to go to you.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
And then I will play 2 more. And play Messenger of the King, Leowine.
Alright.
Okay. You want card draw?
You take this one. I'm about to get 3 from the Ancient Mathom.
Okay. Keen-Eyed Duke.
Ooh, good. Alright. I can send 6 willpower to the quest.
And I will send 4 and heal up 2 damage on Theodred.
Alright. Can I take that resource?
Yes, you can. I said
Wonderful.
You could.
Alright. Alright. So, card number 1 is another Thrashing Tentacle. And card number 2 is a Stagnant Creek. The top card is another tentacle enemy. We raise our threat by 5. Goodness gracious.
That's 10 threat. We've raised our threat by from those stagnant creeks. 2, 4,
No comment.
9.
None.
Okay, we've sent 10 against 9. I will pitch an extra copy of Steward of Gondor.
Oh, okay. That's not the greatest thing in the world. I will pitch
Just one more, and we quested through the
a Winged Guardian. Okay, so we quested 10, and between us that's 12. There's 9 in staging. We make exactly 3 progress. We each draw a card, and I draw 3 more.
Yep.
There's some things. Okay. Alright then.
Now, because of the fact that the Thrashing Tentacle was revealed by Stagnant Creek, it will also take a damage from Theodred.
It's discarded and added from Stagnant Creek.
Damn it.
No comment.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Travel to Stagnant
Travel
Creek.
to the Stagnant Creek. If you optional, you can get 2 of the enemies on your side.
Okay, I will optional the Thrashing Tentacle.
Okay, actually, it honestly might be better for you to take the Warg?
Okay, I'll take the walk.
Oh, no, never mind. You're right. The tentacle is right. And then the Warg comes to me, the other tentacle to you. And I will spend a resource and exhaust a ranged character I control, that horseback archer, to play Rain of Arrows. Exhaust a ranged character you control to deal 1 damage to an enemy engaged with the player. I don't know. I'll take that Thrashing Tentacle right there. Then deal 1 damage to each enemy engaged with that player. 1, like that, and like that. And there's a dead tentacle.
Yep.
And that is exactly what this is for. Alright, I'm first player, so it'll go like this. Ooh. How is this gonna go? I could take that Mountain Warg undefended.
Aragorn's going to defend your Mountain Warg.
Oh, thank you. My threat is getting a little high.
Yours and mine both.
Alright. Everyone
two
takes
damage.
2 damage. Frodo will defend my tentacle. Oh, and the mountain warg's back to the staging area again. Oh, good. Frodo takes no damage. On your side, my spearman will defend your heavily damaged tentacle,
Yeah.
killing it.
Imrahil will defend against this one.
Okay. Just takes a damage.
Okay, and then the Dunedain Mocker will attack for 1.
Okay, we'll discard the top card. It is not a tentacle enemy. It is a tentacle card, but it is not a tentacle enemy.
Okay, so that's 1 damage on the Thrashing Tentacle.
1 damage on the thrashing tentacle.
But that does put it in range for your Spearman.
Exactly. Okay. And I believe you're first player now.
I am indeed. Right, and that's a card that I will not play in this round.
That's fair.
Okay, but I think I will 1, 2, 3 play out a Ravenhill Scout.
Okay. If you wanted to, you could drop the Erebor Hammersmith and I could recur the Ancient Mathoms.
Oh, true. I didn't think about that, so I will actually do that because I was actually waiting for a reason to play the Hammersmith. So there we go, and I will add a resource back. I will draw a card with Flailwine. Another D9 Took. Yeah, I think I will spend 2 and play the Keen-Eyed Took.
Okay, the Keen-Eyed Took sees that the top card is the Stairfalls.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Not a tentacle.
That's fair. That is fair. On my side, I don't know that I'm playing anything. I think I'm saving for a test of will. Since I'm saving for a test of will, I will drop out that Ancient Mathom.
Okay.
I think it's extremely unlikely that we end up with another 5 threat raise.
Let's hope so.
And even if we do, I still have options.
Yep.
I'd be up to 49 at the end of the round. I can play Galadrim's Greeting at that point. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I am. I'll quest for 6.
And I'll go for 4 again, removing 2 damage off Aragorn.
Okay. So again, 10 against 2. We know the top card, Stairfalls. And card number 2 is Bitter Wind. That's you.
Turn 5?
Is it turn 5? My counter says 4. Weren't you just the first player?
I can't remember.
Well, let me look it up. Oh, last turn I was the first player because I drew off of Ancient Mathoms.
Yes, okay, so fair enough. So I was 3 resources. That's not so bad for us. Just means I don't get me Valiant sacrifices. Anybody goes away.
That's fair. But, you know what? Okay, that's 10 against 4. We're making 6 progress.
Favored's resource would have went to himself, but because of the fact of that.
Sure.
I don't get it.
Okay, you get to draw 3 cards.
Ooh.
Alright, alright. Do you have 2 characters to exhaust to travel to these Stairfalls?
I could.
Alright.
To exhaust both the staff off. So, Keen-Eyed Took and the Erebor Hammersmith.
Okay. Alright. I'm just trying to decide if I feel like playing Hail of Stones. I don't think I do. So I'll just let you optional that, Warg.
Oh, how kind.
Yep.
Could I get my unit in morning back to help block the war?
Um.
Or do you still want it for Frodo's defense? I've still got a healer in place, just my damage is getting a little high.
That's fair.
I'll take this round and we'll see what happens for what I draw next round.
You have shadow cancellation if necessary.
Yes.
I just need to figure out a way to get rid of this grasping tentacle, and then I'd be fine doing that. I have a horseback archer now. I could attack with it. Okay. I'll defend over there with my spearman and just erase one of your tentacles.
Thank you. Aragorn will defend the mountain walk.
Okay. Again, goes back to the staging area.
Takes 2 damage.
Frodo will defend my own tentacle. Nothing. And the horseback archer, let's just see how much is left in the deck. 16 cards, that's unfortunate. Will attack the grasping tentacle. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. It has a shadow effect. So my horseback archer now has 0 attack. However, that tentacle is now gone, and the horseback archer is sitting around here mostly for the ability to exhaust as a ranged character or to spend a resource to go damage something. So
Exactly.
I'm not feeling too bad about that.
Nope, neither am I. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's interesting. Do I play out another Daughter of the Nimrod Elf? Or do I play out Gandalf Search?
Ooh. I mean, do you have anything you're particularly looking for?
Defensive boosts for Aragorn?
That's fair. Although, on the other hand, I can toss one of those over your way right now. With Frodo. Actually, no. Let me save the resource on Frodo. Just in case.
Do you think at the refresh phase it would have been worth me dropping my threat with Aragorn's ability, or do you think I can squeeze a couple of more turns out of it?
That is a very good question. Let me pull up Hall of Beorn to see how many copies of Disturbed Waters there are. Oh, it says there's 3 copies in the encounter deck. They are doomed 5.
Yes. So I think that's a safe bet that I drop my threat then.
Of them, we have seen only 1.
Yep.
Yep,
So
I think you drop your threat. I think I drop my threat.
Okay, and I think I am actually going to just spend for another Daughter of the Nimrod Elf.
Okay. I'm going to spring for a second Gondorian Spearman.
And I will... I think I'm going to pull... I'm going to pull a Keen-Eye Tooth back to my hand to discard the top card of the encounter deck.
Even though you don't know what it is?
Yeah. YOLO.
Okay. Alright. The card we discarded was Wrapped.
I'm happy with that.
That's fair.
And then I'm going to spend 2 and put out another Keen-Eye Tooth.
And the card he sees is another Mountain Warg.
That's not so great. Okay, Gleerwine, draw you a card.
Oh, thank you. No complaints here. Ooh, hey, I have a Vassal of the Windlord.
Just no resource to play it.
Yep. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go again with 6.
Right, do you want to hold Eowyn back and I'll send 6 on my side so I can get the double healing bonus off the daughters?
Sure, I'll hold Eowyn back.
So I'll send 6 and just heal off all the damage off Aragorn.
Alright, that'll have us at 8 against 4 plus 1 more card. I don't know if we'll actually clear the Stairfalls if we do that.
Okay, well, very up to you, mate.
What was that?
I could also send Imrahil, because I'll probably end up jumping with one of these guys as well against these mountain wargs.
Fair.
I'll send two more with Imrahil, so I've got 2, 4, 6, 8.
That puts us up to 10. Yeah, that'll probably be enough. Okay, Mountain Warg, and card number 2 is Bitter Wind. And I discard that resource and cannot. Actually, do anything.
Okay.
Like, send you that Dunedain warning.
That's alright.
Okay. If we do nothing, the cards come down like this. Although, it could be on either side, whichever one.
Yeah, I don't think it really makes much difference.
Okay.
For mine, I will defend with the Hammersmith.
Okay. Do you mind tossing Aragorn my way, then? To Sentinel it?
Okay, I'll send one of yours.
Just to save my threat. And he's going back to the staging area anyways. Alright, here comes a dead Hammersmith. Yep, they're both going back to the staging area.
So,
Okay.
essentially what I was hoping to do was ready Imrahil and have Imrahil attack the mountain warg and put some damage on him.
Would have been nice.
It would have been.
Right. Oh, hey, also, we quested for 10 against 4, which is 6 progress. There. So we're still 2 away from clearing it. Clearing the quest stage.
Yep.
Alright, I got a second test of will. That's not awful. I wouldn't mind the card draw unless you have a need for it.
Campfire Tales.
Ooh, even better. Ooh, Strength of Will. I like that. If only I had a spirit character to play it with.
And then I will play 2 for a Gandalf Search.
Ooh, okay. I'll look at the top 5 cards in my deck. I find... I will take into hand Galadrim's Greeting. And I'm going to do that. Thank you. I now have some threat reduction to make sure I don't die. And that's always appreciated.
Right, well, I'm taking into hand my Dunedain warning.
Okay.
And then going to spend full.
Ooh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to leave my warning on Frodo unless you decide you really need it later on.
That's fine. Okay, and that's me done.
Alright. And I'm actually going to spend nothing, I think. I have multiple ways that we could kill that damaged mountain warg this turn.
Okay.
So, I think that's what I'm going to plan on doing. Unless, something else comes up.
Yep.
So, I'll send 2 with Thalen.
Okay, I'll send 2 with Theodred, 2 with the Dora, healing up all of points of damage on Aragorn. Do you want us to send the other daughter?
Might as well. You still have damage to heal up.
Okay, and I'll take it off Imrahil just in case I need a second defender.
Okay.
I'll give you card draw.
Okay.
So that's 6.
We're currently going for 8. There's 4 in staging. I think that we really probably ought to push on this turn. What do you think?
Do we have enough to deal with the Watcher?
That's a really good question. And I'm not sure I know the answer, but...
It's
Well,
just that everything gets all the tentacles get shuffled back into the encounter deck, and then we have to deal with the Watcher and the two mountain wargs.
True, we could leave the Watcher in the staging area. You have enough healing to heal up that 3 damage every round, and I can take it on Frodo.
Okay, if you're willing to do that, we can do that.
For at least a turn. I don't know if I like that idea yet, but I'll send Eowyn as well then. That gets us 12. 12 against 4. So here we go.
Yep.
Card number 1 is Black Uruks. There are no questing characters with attachments. Takes a damage from Thalen. Card number 2 is a Perilous Swamp. We just added 6. And we still make 2 progress and clear the quest. Because of course we do. Alright, I shouldn't have sent Eowyn. Oh well. Life goes on. Doors of Durin becomes the active location.
Yep.
Shuffle all the tentacle cards in the discard pile into the encounter deck. Let me see if I can... Alright, those grappling tentacles are tentacle cards, and the striking tentacles are tentacle cards. Thrashing tentacles are tentacle cards, and wrapped is a tentacle card. All of those I wish weren't, but they are. Everything else is not a tentacle card, so I guess we shuffle it up.
Yep.
Toss the Watcher into the staging area.
Yep. Let's slingshot it.
Alright. Okay. So what do we got? Oh, that's perfect, actually. Oh, that's perfect. So...
I'll take Black Uruks and a mountain warg.
Okay, so if we do nothing, they're going to come down like this, and the Watcher is going to stay right where he is.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about that? We up to that?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, then I have some interesting news for you. You're first player, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I am going to spend a resource to give a copy of a Horseback Archer to you. And when I do, I'm going to deal 1 damage to an enemy engaged with that player.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that Mountain Warg.
Okay.
Now I am going to declare a Gondorian Spearman as a defender against that Mountain Warg.
Okay.
And I'm going to play Stand Together. Response after a character you control is declared as... Oh, that only works against enemies higher than your threat. Never mind, that doesn't work quite so well as I thought it did.
That's alright.
Well, still, there's some damage there.
Okay, so...
I will declare that Spearman a defender against your Black Uruks and kill him off before they attack, though.
That's fine. Aragorn will defend against... No, Prince... Okay, Aragorn's going to defend against mine.
Aragorn will? Okay.
Yep.
Nothing, and it goes back up to staging.
And I'll take damage. Okay.
Frodo will defend against mine. Nothing, and it goes back to staging.
Yep, and you...
Alright, I was really excited to use Stand Together, and I raised my threat by 1. No, I don't. I take the damage. You have extra healing on the table.
Exactly. I was wondering what you were doing.
Alright. And at the end of the round, the Watcher is going to deal 3 damage to somebody. And you know what? I'm going to take it on Thalen.
And I think I'll take mine on this keen I took.
Oh, poor Keen-Eyed Took.
He did his job, he served his purpose, he got rid of a rat.
That's true enough. I now have all 3 copies of Stand Together in my hand. And I can't use them.
I'm going to spend 2 and play out a keen I took.
Actually, I might be able to. The Keen-Eyed Took sees Wrapped. Any player, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to discard a Winged Guardian. And then discard the top card of the encounter deck. Oh, wow.
We've just broken the doors of Durin.
Who'd have guessed?
Now we just need us through.
True enough.
Okay, draw card from Blue Line.
Alright, I shall do so with pleasure.
Now, come to think of it, I wouldn't have played that. I would have played Keen Eye Cook first, saved me resource, and then played 1, 2, 3, 4, a Ravenhill Scout.
Ah, right. To boost up the questing power.
Yep.
Fair enough. I'm going to spend 3 for a Galadrim's Greeting
Sounds good.
on myself.
Sounds good.
And now we're back down to the same threat amount, finally. Time to quest?
Yep.
There is 12 in staging. I'm going to quest for 8. 9, discarding a copy of Stand Together.
Okay, and if you wanted, you could Hail of Stones and kill that mountain boss. Drop the threatened staging area by an additional 2.
It's true. I'm going to keep my options open for the moment.
Yep. Okay, I will send 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Discarding a second copy of Glare Wine to make 15.
Okay, so you've got 15 and I have 9, so 24
Frodo,
between
I will go
us.
and get killed by the door. That's,
Frodo and Aragorn? Okay.
yep. Unless you want it off Thalen and get double.
I'd prefer getting the 2 off there then, I think.
There you go, get 2 off Thalen.
Alright. Card number 1 is the Black Uruks. I'm the first player. I'm going to lose that Dunedin warning.
You win some, you lose some.
Yep.
Unless you want to spend your resource to move it along. But I don't think it's necessary.
I think it's a little too late for that. I was going to save that resource for Beaufort anyways if we needed it.
Yeah.
And card number 2 is a Grasping Tentacle.
Okay, so we're up against 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16.
16, and we quested for 8, if I count right. Or for 24, so we make 8 progress.
And we've won the game.
And we have, in fact, won the game. Before we do that, just to do insult to injury, I will play Hail of Stones. Oh, both of those took a damage, by the way. And I will kill those annoying mountain wargs. Because they do not deserve to live.
And this is how not to play Watcher in the Water.
Alright. 6 completed rounds.
About the same as the last time.
Yeah. I think that worked out pretty well.
I agree. And this time, actually, Horseback Archer made an appearance.
Yes, we actually even used his ability.
Yeah, the last time it was a Dunedain Watcher that got snared by
Yep.
that
Yep. Unfortunately, we couldn't actually kill the Watcher this time. Last time we got a fun,
double point.
yeah, double play of Hail of Stones and ended up killing the Watcher in the staging area. But, you know, you win some, you lose some, as you say.
Yeah, and we took a lot more damage that game.
Yes, we did.
I'm
I-
just,
Go
I'm
ahead.
just looking. I'm just lucky we started off with the daughter in one hand.
Yes, that was a good opening hand, it turns out.
Yeah, oddly enough, I still didn't even get to play my Valiant Sacrifice.
Never played Valiant Sacrifice, never even got out Faramir or Sword that was broken.
Well, I refused to play Sword that was broken or Ivory and Stone. I could have put them out, but by the time it was necessary for the questing push, we'd already needed to get rid of the Doors of Durin, so the key I took was the better play.
It was. I completely agree on that count. And you did remember well from our last time when having the sword that was broken out actually made it worse because we went through the quest faster.
Yeah. Although we seem to do it fairly quickly this time.
Yeah. These are a pair of actually reasonably powerful decks.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Um, I liked that Rain of Arrows play though.
Oh, definitely. Those mountain bogs, so.
Oh, and this quest has so few shadow effects, I feel like.
It has few shadow effects, but those tentacle enemies are a nightmare.
They are.
I am not visiting this one in nightmare mode, though, mate. Just to let you know.
Oh, are we doing Nightmare quests as part of this progression series, Grant? I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
Apparently we are. I'm
Oh.
sorry in advance. Poor viewers.
Well, roast.
That's fair. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Watcher in the Water. I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next time to watch us go up against the Long Dark. Until then, happy questing.